Right, Desiree, thank you for taking the time out to speak to us again today. Following on from our interview last week, we've had a tremendous amount of response, a tremendous amount of questions that need to be asked and answered. And also, you've had quite an interesting week. Please will you tell us a little bit about what's been happening to you with the follow-up to the article that was in the paper last Saturday?
Well, the next thing I knew was that I was interviewed by Chemtrails, which was not funny, because this guy was really after me to try to put words in my mouth, like I'm advising people and all that sort of thing. I had to rephrase everything he said, and until he said, well, when I told him that there were dog cells maybe in the vaccines, and wouldn't he object to that? And then he said, well, if it makes me healthy. And then I thought, well, this is so stupid. Here I end the interview. I have done my best. I've been nice to people wanting to interview me, and the only thing they want is to put me on tape like I'm a sort of an idiot or so. So enough is enough. But they apparently had interviewed some people in my village also, and I suppose they asked them some loaded questions, because the answers that came back were things like this lady should die or something. And there are several people in my village who apparently have said that, things of that nature. So yeah, I don't know who said that, so every time I do some shopping, it's not a nice feeling, of course, that there are people in my own village that wish me dead. It's a peculiar feeling, I can tell you, and it's not funny.
Obviously, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the information that Jane Burgermeister put forward in her dossier regarding bioterrorism. Would you care to explain to us exactly what happened and how this all ties into with what's going on?
Well, as far as I'm understanding right now, is that she is slapping, how you say that, rechtszaken, court cases onto everybody. Jeff Rens and Arthur Evangelista and Dr. Bill Deagle and Dr. Truart and God knows who else. What I've understood is that Truart and Bill Deagle have initially tried to help Jane Burgermeister to create her article, I would say it was, into something that she could really present to court, some legal document, because the way it is now, it's some treaties or something. So, and then when Truart told her that, she turned on him, saying that he was a disinformer and that sort of thing. And it escalated in some way. So now she's slapping court cases on everybody else. And I don't know, her behavior is strange, and the other thing that is strange is that her website, Bird Flu 666, is the code name under which the H1N1 was created by, as Dr. Truart explains in a radio show with Bill Deagle, and that is on the 3rd of August, the Hour 3 show. And there Truart explains that they have messed with 6 molecules, 5 of the R and 5 of the 1 of the N side, and made on those a total of 66 different changes. And so the code of that became, through Project BioShield nomenclature, it was literally called Bird Flu 666. And that is the code under which the H1N1, as we see it now, apparently had been made, had been created. And that was the name of her website, so where did she get that name? That is a question. And also her behavior, in another radio show, Truart explained, and Bill Deagle concurred with him, that her behavior was that more like a MK Ultra slave, because she viciously lashed out while they basically were trying to help her to change her document into something that has legal value.
So what you're trying to say is Jane Burgermeister has probably been put out as a deliberate informationist by the powers that be.
I have no idea. Maybe she started with all good intentions, and what I see more often than I like is with initiatives like this and other things like this, that these people or these organizations get hijacked by the other side at a certain moment in time, and so then it becomes a disinformant site or person or whatever, while at the beginning it didn't start out that way. I don't know.
It's funny you say that, because Jane Burgermeister was actually on Sky Channel 200 on Edge TV in the UK in the last week, talking about this information. Now, it's funny that she gets onto a mainstream TV channel with this kind of information that is being suppressed in the mainstream media. It just goes very far to actually give credibility to what you're saying, that perhaps she has been hijacked, or perhaps she is actually a deliberate disinformant to keep us stuck in one area, whilst actually there's something going on a much deeper level.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have to be very vigilant to where we are being led to put our attention, and basically we have to stick to our own agenda, to our own intuition of what is this all about, what do we need to do, and how do we need to do it, and not get sidetracked and have our energy taken away from us into projects that are really no use of what we really want to put forward.
All right, well, let's stick to the nuts and bolts of the situation. Explain to us exactly the 3 steps in